Hello and welcome back to Fallout 76. Today we are going to have a look at the Fixer as a sniper rifle. Typically when I play a sniper character, I will run either a hunting rifle or a Gauss rifle, a lever action, something that has a much higher damage than the Fixer does, but a lower rate of fire. Now the Fixer does have advantages over those higher damage weapons. It has a faster fire rate. You can pretty much get off shots as quickly as you can pull the trigger. It also has a higher ammo capacity. I have this modified with a perforating magazine, which holds 20 rounds, which is much higher than any of those other weapons, unless you happen to have one that's quad. It also gives you plus 15% stealth, so that's nice. Staying hidden definitely helps with those sneak attacks and helps to prevent you from being a target. It has a 100% sneak speed bonus. Now, if you run Speed Demon already, this won't do anything for you because you've already capped your movement speed. But if you're not running Speed Demon, that extra sneak speed bonus will definitely be noticeable. The Fixer that I have, it was actually just a random drop on another character, and I moved it over to this. This is my low health character, and I've typically played it as melee, but I did respec it so that I could take advantage of this gun. It is bloodied, which gives a higher damage as your health decreases. You can see there I'm getting 81% bonus, plus 50% critical damage, and minus 25% AP cost. This is pretty much a perfect roll. Now, as far as the build goes, it is not optimal. It is definitely a work in progress. So I have follow through at rank 3. You can see I only have 1 perk coin, so it's going to be a while before I can get that up to rank 4. I have all the rifleman perks maxed out, along with tank killer. This is a critical build, so I have critical savvy and better criticals maxed out. Because this was a melee build, I actually used carnivore before because that's really how you want to play melee. And I actually haven't bothered to switch this over to herbivore. That would actually be the better way to go for a stealth, any kind of stealth pistol or rifle character. But for now we have carnivore. It's not optimal. I do have eagle eyes for extra critical damage. Now, if I was running herbivore, I would be using blight suit for 100% critical damage. Carnivore doesn't really have that. So what I have to use is steep thistle tea, and it only gives 50% critical damage. It is kind of a pain to make compared to blight soup. The nice thing is it does last an hour versus 30 minutes. I just realized I never talked about the gun mods that I'm using. I do have the calibrated receiver for extra critical hit damage. And I have a perforating magazine, extra armor penetration. And I like to run my sniper weapons with a scope, even though it adds to the AP cost. I do like being able to do manual shots from time to time. The downside about that scope is you can see the view is fairly obstructed versus, I mean, hunting rifle isn't this bad, but 77% on a super mutant's head, pretty good. It's not something you're going to see all that much. Their heads tend to have a small percent chance to hit. Let's see. I didn't have a critical ready to go. And yeah, he was out of view. I did have a critical that time though. All right, taken care of. That is one of the differences between this and, say, the hunting rifle. Even on my full health character, I do more damage with a hunting rifle than I am doing with the Fixer on this. Now, it is a good one, but yeah, the nice thing about this is when, you know, single shot weapons do tend to be a little wonky when you're doing, you know, in terms of VATS hits. So you can get off those shots. You know, if you get a miss, you can just follow it right up with another shot right away. And because of the critical hit doing the job there, but because of the high, you know, the high capacity, the relative high capacity of the magazine, you won't get stuck at a reload. So it makes dealing with groups of enemies quite a bit easier than if you were using something like a Gauss rifle or a hunting rifle, lever action, something like that. And you can see we still do pretty decent damage, and we can get a fair amount of one-shots in. Most enemies I would say, die within 1 or maybe 2 shots. That was a crit, and he's legendary, so that was okay. There was a shot that did no damage, even though it registered a damage number. I've been seeing that a lot lately. Now, another advantage to using the Fixer as a semi-automatic rather than an automatic is the ammo efficiency. You know, I'm killing things in 1 to 2 shots, and well, in that case, I only got 2 back. But overall, I'm getting more ammo back. I'm slowly accumulating it. I think I started with 500 rounds like 2 days ago, and I'm already over 1,000. And that's just from, you know, looting the enemies that I kill. We got a critical here, and yeah, criticals tend to be enough to take down enemies in one shot, at least most of them. Now, I don't play low health a whole lot. I have kind of 8 permanent characters, and 7 of them are full health. So this is my only low health character. It doesn't get a lot of play. But I will say, for a rifleman character, for a slow fire character, that extra damage you get from, you know, from the blood eat effect anyway, from the adrenal reaction that you get, it does make a fairly significant difference. It brings more weapons into play. All right, we got a couple of legendary 3-star. Maybe I'll get something good. Oh, that is not much. I think it's very tanky. Very, very tanky. That was like a 4-shot kill. There we go. Now, this is an area where I definitely want to stay hidden as much as possible. You can see getting off those shots as fast as I could pull the trigger comes in handy. But I don't have a whole lot of health to work with, and I only have 25 poison resist. So, if I get hit by that Mirelurk Queen, I'm going to be in trouble. There's a Mirelurk King. Okay, decent damage. Not amazing damage, but decent damage. That was from a critical. All right, we've got some Blood Eagles to deal with, and some Mirelurks still left. Now, Blood Eagle I wouldn't expect to be, yeah, too difficult. I don't think that was a critical. There we go. It must have been a critical based on how much damage this was. So the goal on this one is going to be, let's stay hidden as much as possible. Let's see if we can cripple those spouts. That would be helpful, and they should be. Okay, the spouts are crippled. That should make things a bit easier. Actually, this is, okay, this was, okay. That fight wasn't as dramatic as I thought it would be. That was actually very easy. All right, nice. I don't mind it when it's easy. I guess I've had so many rough Mirelurk Queen fights lately because of the weapons I've chosen that, yeah, in my head, I go in expecting the worst. Let's see, let's save the critical for the second shot. Now that we've got follow-through going and tenderizer going. There we go. Let's see what we could do with the, okay, I guess I didn't have a crit to save. All right, that went pretty easily as well. And there you have it, the Fixer as a sniper weapon. It's good for any number of reasons. So far, I've only been doing this a couple of days, but so far I like it, and I think I'm gonna keep this character spec'd this way, other than, I think I'm gonna switch to Herbivore. Get a little bit extra critical damage from Blight Soup, plus it's so much easier to make. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit one of the buttons down below, and I hope you'll join me in the next one. Thank you very much.